Hey everybody, what's going on? Alan here. Welcome to the channel and thank you for tuning in. Today we're working on an 02 Honda Civic with a 1.7 liter, I believe it is. I'm going to be doing the radiator, the main hoses, the two main hoses. Of course it's going to get a new cap and maybe a thermostat depending on how hard that is to get to. But let's get right into it. So here she is, a little dirty. And we can see we've had some repairs here trying to be done to get it by for a little bit. If you look way down in there, we can see some leakage down at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, the radiator has had its day. So we're gonna go ahead and do what we got to do. We're gonna drain it first, probably remove this cover. I'm not sure what all has to be done. Maybe I should watch a video. So the first thing I want to do is remove all the plastic that I can, including the bottom as well. I'm not sure how much of the plastic needs to be removed. I might even remove the whole front bumper just for the sake of a better view in there, you know, because this is my first time doing a radiator on one of these, and for the sake of showing you guys of getting in there. And then after I get everything apart and get the radiator out, I'll go over what I think may or may not be necessary. So there's those two clips and those two clips, and then we'll see if this pops off. Yeah, it looks like that's part of the grill. Yeah, so there's actually a bunch of screws holding this grill and top piece to the bumper, so the whole bumper is going to have to come off. I'm going to start by removing the plastic underneath first. Got a couple Phillips here, one on each side. You got two clips here on each side. It's all one piece. And then a bunch of clips underneath, body panel clips underneath all over the place. Well, these guys didn't really want to come out willingly. They both broke. They're just so brittle, so I'll be replacing probably most of these, considering a lot of them are ground away underneath as well. Alright, I've got that screw out. There's a Phillips screw, look like that. I don't know if somebody else did that or if that's factory. Same one on the other side there. I can get a better idea. These corner pieces are not part of it, they're separate, but it is connected to that piece there. So we got to remove this clip, and the same on the other side. Oh, that one's there isn't one over here. So this one's off already. Got that clip and that clip and that clip and that clip. Oh, and then one there. See, not cooperating. Push it inward after you break off the whole head of it. I will win. If you call this winning. That one's gone. Just push it in. Didn't completely break that one. There's rocks and leaves and crap falling out of this thing. Feed it off with the tow hooks there. There we go. The plastic's fine. Just every clip has to be replaced. Oh, there's the drain. Okay, we got that's out. Oh, what's that? Nice. You do got to remove these clips on both sides here in the corner if you're taking the bumper off. Braking like the rest of them. We're gonna need a full assortment. And then there's this screw here, which looks like it's in really bad shape. But looks like it's coming out. After you've done that to both sides, just pry outward or wiggle. There you go. Same thing to the other side. Make sure you got these top clips off. There we go. There we go. Bumpers off. All right, now we can see what we're dealing with here. We got to get these off eventually. Let's see if this, oh yes. First I want to see if there's wiggle room in this condenser to let it come this way, and then we can sneak everything out this side of the core support. Lift it up a little. Yeah, these lines on this side aren't letting it move too much. We got the whole bottom row of fins that just fell out. That looks like that's all we're getting. That might let us squeeze out. Alright, so when it's done draining, I'll remove these two hoses. They both, the upper and the lower, come up to pretty much the same spot right here and right there. So you can also remove these fan clips while we're waiting. One there and one here. Okay, cool. Now what I don't know is if this bottle is going to fit with the radiator on this side, but I think we're ready to remove these hoses. Stubborn little guy. After this lower hose. Man, those clips are tricky. Okay, so since there's a clip attached to the fan shroud down there, and I don't have tiny enough hands, there is a screw you could undo if you could get your hand in there and get like a stubby screwdriver, but mine is rusted and I don't think I'll be able to get it out, or I know I can't get my hand in there. And on this side, this bottle is not going to be able to come out with the radiator either, I don't think. And it's kind of wedged in between the battery and this fan. So I think the best thing to do is just remove the fans, since they have to be removed anyway to get put on the new radiator. And it looks like there's only top bolts. There's 2 top bolts for this fan and 2 top bolts for this fan, and the bottoms of the fans just like slide into slot. And there's also a 10 mil bolt holding in the bottle to the fan shroud here. Feels like rust. Come on, there we go. gentle. 2 top fan bolts. Now the only problem is getting that bottom hose clamp off. There we go, little twist. You can see this has been leaking from the top of the hose. Okay. Fans off of it. It's easier said than done. There's one. The petcock. That was easy. Now to get the thermostat housing out, which I believe is thermostat housing, I hope it is. Unplug that sensor, and then there's 2 10mm bolts. One there and one there holding on this bracket as well. Yep, there's the thermostat. Alright, and we'll tighten these up. And I did clean off the housing surfaces and the block surfaces. And I cleaned up around the next 2 where the hose is going to seal. This fan has to get put in there first. Okay. Slide the pegs of the fans in. There we go. One, there we go, there's 2. Cool. We just got to put the bolts in up top. I'm going to use the original hardware here, it should be fine. Tighten those down. And this tab here is what's going to sit in a slot down there. Now we can slide this last bolt in there. Hook up the hose into the radiator. Okay, I guess I wasn't recording. I got the clamp on from underneath. It was a lot easier, just like taking it off. I'm gonna slide this clamp on. Remember, this is already like in the open position. Yeah. I'll slide it up there. Work the clamp in place. Okay, and we gotta unclip it. So this hose is quite a bit longer. Let's see if I need to cut it. Yeah, it's wanting to kink, so we're definitely gonna have to trim some off. So I had to trim about an inch off. Not a big deal. I think it's kind of common to have to trim these. Not every time, but sometimes you do. Slide that clamp on. There we go. I gotta get some pliers to reach in and grab that one. Now we can put in the mounts. Still this one way over here. This one's gonna go here. Get the bottom of it in. And time to fill her up. So I bought concentrate, so I'm gonna have to mix it with some distilled water. The way I do that is put the stopper in and I'll fill it up to that line. Let it go. Fill it up with water to the same point. Let that go. And I'll just keep doing that way. Okay, so now we're at the point where it doesn't really want to go down. It's gonna have to open up the thermostat. What I forgot to do was hook up the fans. Not a big deal. At least I didn't forget before it got hot. Turn the heater on all the way to red too, by the way. There's no more bubbles coming out of it for the most part. So we're just waiting for it to get hot enough to turn the fans on. I know they're working because I just kicked on the AC and they both kicked on, so I just need them to turn on because it's getting warm. But it's not really a super hot day today. Overflow. Oh, it's hot. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Let's check the oil while we're here. Ooh, she's about a quart low. All right, new radiator, new hoses, new thermostat, and a cap, of course, some fresh coolant to top it all off. And everything's ready to go again. Ready to beat the heat in the summer. Let me know what you guys think. If I missed anything, if you would do it different, if this helps you out at all. You know, anything helps. Please like, please subscribe, please hit the bell. Please donate that super thanks button down below. That always helps keep the channel going. And until next time, peace.